Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to the Derailed Turnabout. In the last episode, we made a start on trying to crack this case in court. Unfortunately, I'm still an idiot, so things aren't looking all that good for poor Mr. Weaselton. I mean, I suppose we've got this far, so that's something. Where are we now? We're about to deal with our next witness, which, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be Gazelle. I hope it's Gazelle, but knowing Edgeworth, he's going to throw a curveball, and he's going to bring up, I don't know, one of the plants that happened to be at the train station, and use that as evidence. To be fair, there have been cases where I've used a parrot as a witness. There was the other case where, I don't think it was Wright, though, was it, who had the whale as a witness? Was it? No, didn't think so. Right then. As such, I call my next... Moving on. As such, I call my next witness to this... to the stand. Okay, just to clarify, I've got a blocked nose, I think I've got a cold coming on, so... Sorry if the voices aren't exactly perfect. If you were expecting them to be perfect, they weren't going to be in the first place. Bailiff, bring them in. Oh, it is Gazelle. Good. Hello to you all. I am eager to be of assistance to you and this trial. No, I can't do a Shakira impression either. Your cooperation and presence here today are greatly appreciated. Name and occupation for the record. Gazelle, singer. My word, aren't you that famous pop star, the artist behind Try Everything? Is that how the kids say it these days? I'm hip. Don't let the beard fool you. This is where I store the youth from the children I've consumed. I'm sorry, I was having a moment. I apologise. I've also hit the stand by mistake. I've smacked the thing with my gavel in my excitement. My apologies. Moving swiftly on. I never knew the judge was a fan of pop music. Oh, that I am, yes. I want to try, even though I could fail. Oh. Try everything. I request we do not turn this trial into a musical concert, Your Honour. For the love of all of our ears, please stop singing. My apologies. I got caught up in the moment. I think my ears are bleeding. Witness, is it true you saw the defendant on the day of the crime? I did. And do you believe that the defendant is responsible? I do. Very well. Please testify as to what happened that day. Edgeworth's voice is quite difficult to do in my current condition, because it's quite nasally. Like, a lot of the sound comes out of my nose, and it's not working. So if I try and do the voice the way I normally do, it just gets caught in the top of my... in the back of my mouth, trying to get up through my nose, and it just makes me cough and be unable to breathe properly, so I apologise. I do a lot of apologising in all my videos. Sorry about that. Teehee, I'm not sorry at all. Oh my, this is a little extra extreme, I feel, for a witness testimony. I like it, though. During the journey, he remained in his seat. I was situated right at the front, near the engine compartment. Again, why would a celebrity like you be situated near the engine compartment? Unless first class is near the engine compartment, but I don't know. I don't know how trains work in Zootopia, I'm not even going to pretend to know. Then, nearing the end, he vanished. Soon after, I heard a disturbance coming from the compartment and went to investigate. Oh, and a bang I initially believed was part of the engine's function, but it must have been the gunshot. He then exited the compartment alone. He was panicked, flustered, and that was when the derailment occurred.
Nobody else exited?
No, nobody. It's odd, considering...
Considering what?
Your Honour, my cross-examination?
Oh, of course. Witness?
Cross-examination. Here's the juicy bit, where I get to ask lots of questions. During the journey, he remained in his seat. Press that. And you never saw him leave before the incident occurred?
No, not once. Until it happened, it never occurred to me that he may or may not... that he may not be an ordinary passenger.
All right. And where exactly were you situated on the train, witness?
I was situated right at the front, near the engine compartment.
Was the defendant also seated in that general area?
About 3 backs right, 3 rows back, on the other side.
Words are not working for me right now.
I saw him clearly.
And your own position placed you in the prime location to sense something was wrong?
Well, you see, everything was running smoothly at first. Then, nearing the end, he vanished.
Vanished? People do not simply vanish into thin air, witness.
Yes, I suppose that's true enough. The more accurate thing to say was that he managed to sneak away without being noticed.
He does have an extensive criminal history, mostly regarding robberies. He has gained plenty of experience in snooping around without being seen. There is no question as to whether the defendant did or did not sneak away into that compartment. Unless the defense thinks otherwise. Is there a problem here? I mean, I don't think so. My nose. It's doing it again. Try to breathe through it and it just sort of gets caught. It's not fun. Right. Is there a problem there? I mean, no. I mean, not at all. Clearly not. My client was in that compartment. That isn't up for debate. Oh, nice to see the defence is seeing sense for once.
Continue, witness.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously he was in there. I know he was. He told me. And that's the important part. I need to know he was in there.
Soon after, I heard a disturbance in the force, like a million voices calling out from the compartment. So I went to investigate. And then, silence.
Anyway. A disturbance? How do you mean?
I could hear him inside, just barely.
He must have been quite loud, whatever it was he was doing. Wait a second, didn't she mention this when we last spoke? Get my voices confused, I nearly went for gazelle voice for poor Edgeworth. I must ask, was there anything else of note?
Oh, and a bang I initially believed was part of the engine's function. Oh, but it must have been the gunshot.
Let's look at the testimony. She says she saw Weaselton exit the compartment just before the train crashed, and after hearing him calling out for someone. Okay, that sounds useful. So you heard the gunshot?
Yes, though I didn't know it at the time. It's quite the chilling thought, being so close to such a thing. Oh yes, I can imagine. I thought I heard a gunshot once, but it turned out to be a balloon popping.
He just stares off into space for half an hour, just completely shook by it. It just zooms in on his face as it goes black and white, and all you just see in the background is a balloon pop. And then he just shudders and just comes back to reality. It's like,
Anyway.
Yes, I do recall that case. Back when I still conformed to the flawed philosophy of Manfred von Karma. I'm guessing that's a reference to one of the Edgeworth games, which I haven't played yet. Unless it's a reference to another thing, but I can't remember. I'll admit, it's been a while since I've played some of the earlier Phoenix Wright games.
Oh yes, how times have changed. Okay, so it wasn't a Phoenix Wright case. Care to fill me in here? It relates to that Yatagarasu case I wanted to discuss with you before our departure, but is of no relation to the current case, so we should move back to the topic at hand. Please continue onwards, witness. He then exited the compartment alone. He was definitely alone. Yes, he exited alone. And there was never any indication of anyone being there. Oh? That's interesting. Mr. Wright? This might be nothing but a waste of time. There are other avenues I can pursue. Your Honour. Let's just add a new save here. There was no evidence of him there being anyone else. I mean, the letter is evident of there being someone else, but she wouldn't have known that, so it's not technically a... Well, that's the thing. She believes all of this, so of course every contradiction is something she didn't know about. Oh, bugger it. Add it to the testimony. I'd like the witness's statement added to the testimony. Ah, I see. Very well. Oh, as you wish. Continue, witness. He was alone. There was never any indication of a second person. I'm going to present her own testimony. Or the letter. Testimony letter. I had a coin to flip, I'd flip that. As it is, I'll flip my phone. I'm flipping it onto a sofa, so it's fine. I didn't decide which side was which. Okay. Back is cover. I flipped it without deciding which side was which. Back is cover, front is... back is letter, front is testimony. Words. Okay, the back. That I said was letter. Okay. Wish me luck. Bugger. That's wrong. This is a clear contradiction. All right. And this is my gavel. And this is my time distortion powers at work. Time distortion powers, go. Add that to testimony. Yeah, there we go. Sorted. He was alone. There was never any indication of a second person. Okay. Testimony then. Okay, fair enough. Really? That's not what you told me the other day. Oh, what do you mean? Look at this. In her previous testimony, she said she saw Weaselton exit the compartment, just after hearing him calling out for someone. Oh my. Ooh, what do you mean, calling out for someone? Exactly what it sounds like. My client was expecting somebody else. Ergo, there should have been, in fact, someone else there. Doesn't ergo also mean in fact? Aren't they like similar? Isn't one of those kind of mute now? It's kind of redundant. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But whatever it is, I feel like they've been watching too much Matrix. The second one was the second one, right? With the ergo guy. Oh, I remember now. My apologies. Oh, but now I also recall telling you that he was likely just making sure he was alone. He couldn't have very well carried out his crime with a witness there. I can imagine he wanted to make sure he was alone and so called out. Oh, I don't think so. Mr. Wright, do you have more evidence to suggest your client was expecting someone? I do, Your Honour. That was a refreshing sip of squash. Oh, then, Mr. Wright, by all means, show us after you've saved the game again, even though you very clearly know that it's this letter. I mean, what else is it going to be? Haha, have that. This letter reveals the truth. A letter? Oh, to who? Why, to my client, of course. This letter was received by my client shortly before the incident. It asks him not only to meet the author of the letter on that very train on that very day, but also in fact tells him to wear gloves.
Oh, that is a rather odd request.
No, it isn't, because the intent of the letter's author was to frame my client.
What?
The real saboteur wore gloves to conceal his prints, then leaving the gun behind after the crime. Or her prints. Just saying. Because Weaselton too was wearing gloves, it was assumed he had used the weapon. Sorry. Oh. Sorry for the sudden cut. I had a coughing fit. Right. And also, it was darkened in that compartment at the time. Also, my client wouldn't see the culprit. While my client searched the dark for the author, said author took his weapon and expertly fired the shot. He or she, well, now you're acknowledging that fact, sabotaged the train. My client, hearing the shot, fled in fear, only to run into Gazelle. I cannot blame her for the conclusion she came to, for that was the real criminal's intent. Dun dun dun. Gazelle still seems completely unfazed. Oh, Edgeworth, why must you shake your head like that at me? I must thank the defence. That letter has made everything clear to me. Oh dear. It's time to show my ace evidence. Of course it is. Been keeping that one under lock and key. To be fair, I've been keeping most of my evidence under lock and key as well. I have known that Mr. Weaselton is the true culprit from the beginning, due to this. You see, Agent Savage has been investigating the case alongside the ZPD, and he discovered something interesting at the station, hastily shoved into a bin. This is a letter written by Weaselton to an unknown party. One that, thanks to Wright, I can clearly see is a reply to his presented letter. Oh, bugger it. But it's not, because Weaselton told me, and I know it was true because I have magic powers. Oh, if only that would stand up in court. But then, to be fair, we had a court case where we basically convicted a ghost, so I don't see why not. Second letter, which was surprisingly found by Agent Savage. It's all adding up. I believe it was Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage. Agent Savage, whatever your real name is. I don't trust him. He never mentioned meeting anyone, but he did say that he would be on that train, and that he would commit the sabotage all to kill the prey scum Gazelle.
What? This was a hate crime?
No, well, I get the feeling it was, but not that way round. I mean, surely they realise this is eerily similar to the previous case we dealt with. So it would appear. A predator attacking prey.
No, that can't be right. That's not the world we live in anymore.
I'm afraid it is, unfortunately. We checked the handwriting. It matches that of Weaselton perfectly. Shit. Oh, something's wrong here. What's going on? There is no more doubt, no denying the truth. Weaselton is behind this dastardly crime.
I've heard enough and see no reason to prolong this trial. What do I do here?
What do I do here? Well, first of all, I make a new save. Okay, okay, look at evidence. What can I object with? Port. The second letter. My friend, I will be there, pal. I've been looking forward to this day when the train and those aboard have a little accident that kills that prey scum Gazelle.
For all predators, D. Weaselton. Check the other letter. Mr. Weaselton, please meet me on the express. Do this, $1,000 shall be transferred to your account. Oh, and make sure you wear gloves. A friend. There's no evidence of... Oh. Damn it. I was going to say there's no evidence of this person saying, hey, we want you to kill Gazelle. I'm just thinking, well, yeah, but they're not going to take that, are they? It's not going to cut it. Damn. Damn. I don't think there's anything I can do but wait and see. I've got nothing. I've got no ammo here. Well, I've got a bullet, but not that kind of ammo, alright? I've got nothing I can use. I have to wait and see.
Either way, this trial is at an end. I find the defendant, Duke Weaselton...
Oh, I've done the wrong thing.
Guilty.
Court is adjourned.
Well, shit. The end. Okay, that was the wrong thing to do. I have to object.
Now then.
Your Honour, we can't end it just yet.
And why not, Mr. Wright?
Because...
Shit.
I mean, the letter has to be a fake. Somehow. How can I prove it? I'm looking at the evidence, and I don't know. I have no concrete evidence to prove the letter was a fake. And the second person doesn't really help here, does it? Or does it? I think the letter is fake is the way to go. But again, new save. Damn, I've got a load of save files over there. Right, the letter is fake. The letter must be a fake. Oh, and how do you know that? Right. Well, you see... Damn it. Okay.
Oh, that's enough, Mr. Wright. The defendant's guilt is clear, and it's a shame you can't see that.
Right. Do you remember Matt and Guard? You stood with me then. Why not now? Oh yes, I do remember Matt on Guard. He was that actor person who basically hired a killer to kill someone and kidnapped May. No, the killer kidnapped Mia. Yeah. Because it's... Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, why do I suddenly have a sense that something is wrong?
Fear not, Mr. Edgeworth, you did well. Either way, this trial is at an end. I find the defendant, Duke Weaselton,
guilty.
Court is adjourned.
Okay, so that's clearly not the way to go. And the second person. We're still missing a piece of the puzzle. The first letter's author should have been on that train too. Till we have arrested and interrogated this person, we're missing a crucial puzzle piece. They will have the information that could change everything we know about the case thus far. Okay, so the second person is helpful. My bad.
Oh, while I am still certain of the defendant's guilt, the defence does make an excellent point. There is a gap in our knowledge, a loose end to this case that may yet be filled. And unless I let that loose end at least try to be filled in, I cannot safely give a verdict at this time. As such, I will suspend this trial one more day.
That's not a lot of time to catch this person, is it?
But if nothing substantial is found by tomorrow, I will deliver a swift verdict. With my swift gavel. See this? It's designed to be extra aerodynamic, so it's extra swift. I used this one on a child once. They did not get back up. That's... nothing. Nothing.
I understand, Your Honour. We'll search for the letter's author and apprehend them if we can.
Very well. Then this court is adjourned.
Ad blocked. Ad block has crashed. Ooh. Sorry. The thing came up. I need to find something out to do. Oh, damn it. I either need to find this mysterious person or discover the truth behind this second letter. My client's life may very well depend on it. It does appear that way. To be continued. CPD Detention Centre, July 5th, 1 PM. I think that's a good place to leave this episode. Well, thank you all for joining me. We've managed to get a little further into this case, and I am now even more sure that Jack is somehow at play here, trying to fuck shit up for everyone. But I'll try and be open-minded and see if I'm wrong, which I might be. Might be a big twist. It's actually Judy who's been doing it. Dun dun dun. Okay, right, guys. If your big twist is that Judy did this, I'm gonna actually be kind of pissed, because that's like an M. Night Shyamalan, like, not like his later works kind of twist. It's not good. I don't want it. Don't do it, please. Please, I beg you. Other than that, you've been doing great so far. Like, seriously, this is brilliant. But anyway, before I get any more off track, I'm going to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.